Motormouth Jenkins here, welcoming you to our brand new YouTube channel. Hope that you'll come back and see every segment each and every week, and I will share preventative maintenance tips and regularly scheduled maintenance tips for your car. So whether you know a little bit about your car or absolutely nothing, this is the channel just for you, where I share over 35 years of experience as a qualified and licensed service technician with truck and coach, light truck and passenger vehicles. Come back and visit us and tell your friends, and we'll see you each and every week right here in the Car Connection Workshop on YouTube. Hey, Niall, Motormouth Jenkins here, out in the middle of nowhere at a U-Pullet yard in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, and it is hotter than stink. In fact, it's hotter than a pepper sprout, I've heard it said. We're harvesting parts for Vanna White, the 2010 Dodge Caravan 3300. Same as this, 3300. We need a TIPM module, and we happen to find a good one here that looks like it has not been tinkered with. But the only thing is, you don't know what you don't know, which is we don't know, does it work? Because these are a common problem. So what we're going to do is, we have a list. Where is that list? Let's show them the list. Where is it? The list.
In your pocket.
Oh, okay. Let's get the list.
Oh.
We asked at the counter if they had any Dodge Caravans that we could harvest from. This is what we got. What do you think? We got a few to pick from? Well, we're at this one, 25010, and it is, it's quite a ways down the list. 27, row 27, 26. We've been there. 25. Here we are. Yeah, we're in 25A or B. And I think that's it. 695 096 674. We've been there. Anyways, we're in this section. Harvesting. So we're going to take this TIPM, and then I'm going to find one more off the list. We'll go a little bit newer, but we also need an ECM, so we'll a PCM. So we're going to be harvesting a PCM. We got a few odds and sods in our cart at the moment, but we need a few other things. The trim was a bonus. Skippy had to have it. We needed this plug for the TIPM. The TIPM. Basically what the TIPM is a glorified fuse panel, but it is also a computer that has to, this has to communicate. Look at the plugs on it. This has to communicate with the BCM and the PCM, power control module. So look at all the plugs we got on this thing. It's crazy. So I got to undo all these. This one is on the original TIPM is damaged, and the wiring's damaged, so I'm just going to cut it off about right here and give myself, and these, I'm going to put these in the description. You got to get yourself a set of these. You want to see wire cutters? Look, how did I get this cable off? We don't really need it. Look, just like that. No fuss, no muss. So I need wiring to fix that plug on Vanna. So I'm just going to make sure I get myself enough wiring in case I gotta move all the wires from the original harness over to this plug, because this handle has been broken off. And the problem with that is the handle, when you push that down, you'll see in a minute. Let me show you, then you'll understand what I'm trying to say. You grab the handle and you lift it, but you have to push down. This is where guys get messed up. You have to push that tab out of the way first, then lift the handle. If you're pulling on it and pulling on it, it ain't coming off, then you haven't lifted it. So watch how easy that comes out. See? So the problem is, if this handle is not, the locking handle is not on the plug, they wiggle themselves back. And look inside here. It's all, this whole thing is a circuit board. So it's a computer. And everything flows through this from the BCM, body control module, which is inside, to the computer, which is down in the wheel well here. So I'm gonna grab a PCM while we're here, just in case we need it, because we're here right now in the scorching heat. And I'll tell you, it is hotter than pepper sprouts. So you gotta push this tab in right there on each one of these, and then you can very gently lift it up. You don't get rammy. Don't get rammy. And see how easy that comes out? Some of them are a little different. This one has a little red tab. You get in there, like so, and you lift that up. And once you lift that up, the plug should come out depending on how you hold your tongue, okay? So these ones can be a little bit of a bear. So what I like to do is just try and get under an edge and be gentle like, and just pop it up. Again, if you're not familiar, don't get rammy. Push that tab in, and you can pop this up, just like butter. So I'm gonna leave that one right at the moment till I get the one above it off. So I'll just release that. This one, you have to push this one up like that. See how I moved it? That goes up. Flip it over and pull it out. There we go, just like that. But if you don't know that, that's how you break them. So when I see these red ones, there's another red one, I know I have to push that up. And I think we got to go this way. This way. Slide it back. See, that's got to go all the way back. Then you can grab this. Oops, I moved it. Do you see how easy that popped back in? It's because it's hot. I got more water in the truck, which is good. So then you can pull this up and wiggle this out. And there's some of them are tight, some are not so tight. Just don't get rammy, that's all. There we go. Okay, so now I said I left that one to the last, and it popped out all by itself. So we need this, and our only hope is that it works. You look at the terminals, you see any corrosion. This plug was what I was concerned about on Vanna, because it's got some corroded terminals, but it also has some damaged wiring. I don't see any pins bent over, because when you put the plugs back in, you got to go in square. You can't get forceful. You line it up and push it in and lock it in. If it won't lock in, then pull it back and have another look. Because guys break these because they get rammy and you bend the terminals over. So we got a plug that we needed, so I have that. And now I need to go down below and get a look at the PCM and see if we can't get that out. Thanks for the lid. Yeah, so that's where we're at. We even got a lid that's not broken. The one on the on Vanna is broken. It's been abused like big time. So this is good. The hinges aren't broken. All those things count when you're harvesting, and that protects it. So you need to make sure that you got a complete one. This one is complete, but we're going to take a second one because we don't know anything about it. That's the problem. It's electronics. Was it working? It came in, it said June 14th of 25, so this hasn't been long in the yard, but was it running when it came in? We don't know. They don't log that in. So next I'll go underneath, see if we can hog the PCM out of it, and then we'll go look for another Dodge Caravan. I'm gonna grab one more TIPM just in case. And if it turns out that the first one I install gets the job done, then we can always plug the second one in and see if it works and verify it. Then you know you got another one. But I'll tell you right now, you know how much that TIPM is from the dealer? $1,800. $1,800. So that's why we're here. We're trying to rescue this van, and if we can do it on the cheap, we're supplying the labor. I think I'm fading. Garden hose, sprinkler. I'm dreaming of a sprinkler. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, and we're out here cooking. I forgot my hat, so my bean is being baked. But we'll keep you posted. We're gonna pull the PCM out next. Again, we have no history, and that's the problem when you're buying. Say we were pulling this motor out and say, you know, we don't know how many miles are on it because they don't mark the mileage on, which is kind of weird. A lot of the yards I'm used to, they put the mileage right up on the glass so you know what you're dealing with. If we're needing a motor, it's fairly clean. I'd look at it and say, well, you know, it's fairly clean. Could it be okay? I don't know. It comes down to a big IDK. I don't know. I don't. So you take a really big chance on what you're getting. So we're taking a chance. I have no way of testing it other than look at the terminals, see if there's any burnt. I don't see any burnt terminals in the plugs or corroded, which means they've been sealed. So I'm just using what I look for to give me some indicators to go, no, that one's gonna suck. We did go to quite a few where the lids were off the TIPM. I'm not touching those because I don't know how many times it's been rained on. It's been open to the elements and it has a circuit board in it. You're reducing your odds if you grab that. So I look for something that's dry, and it's dry in here, and we'll take it for what it's worth. And we'll jump into the PCM. I'll do the same thing, pull the plugs off, see if I got any corrosion in there. I really like that. I think I'm gonna take that. That's another good one. Again, watch how well these cut. So these battery cable ends, they go bad and they split. These things split, but you can take them off. Not too many people pay attention to that. So if I cut this off here, see how fast this thing cuts? Isn't that crazy? Voila, now we have another one. So we have one in there, we'll take another one, because we can always use that on the ground side as well. So I'm gonna sign off here and have a little bit of water, what I have left. I did bring some more in the truck, but I want to get the CCM out of here. PCM, I say ECM, it's the same thing. Everybody's got their own swing. I feel taller here, I feel more comfortable. What? Yeah, I'm 6'2". Today, right now, got my big boy pants on. And so we're gonna carry on here. We'll bring it back in when we get the PCM off, and we'll show you what we're looking for there. Again, how do you know what you're getting? We don't. Nothing's running, nothing's marked that it came in running. They don't do that here. So it's, if you're looking for a motor or a cylinder head or transmission, it's your labor to hog it out. You don't know what you got till you get home and put it together. That's the part I don't like. So you pull it yards can be good, but it's going to be your knowledge, your thoughts on why is it here? Was it running? Was it shifting? Was it driving? Was it drivable? It's a big IDK. I don't know. So we'll see you in a few minutes. We'll bring you back when we get the PCM out. It's a little nasty and it may get a little ugly. I got the Sawzall, so we're gonna win this one. We'll see you in a few moments. Don't go away, stay with us. Hey, Niall Motormouth Jenkins here. We're back at the campus, the compound, mothership. We've returned from the desert of Dodge Caravan. And I'll tell you, it was. Take a look at that ticker tape. I think we saw all of them. But we managed to get what we needed. Here's our TIPM. This is our culprit in this unit in Vanna. Battery is fully charged. We got a terminal here we need to change. So we scored a couple of these out of the wrecking yard. This one's split wide open here, so you're not getting 100%. Let me get a side profile. You can really see it. It's split open. So it's done. That needs to be made correction. So we got that while we were harvesting. This is the plug that's been damaged. And let me just set this one here. Here we go. This is the plug that's suffered damage from somebody else. We got one wire that's broken off, and that broke off from right here. That connection there was not connected. This wire here has been punctured by a test light. Fellas, don't do that. If you're piercing wires, you have got to seal that with a rubber compound. And somebody got in here and got rammy and broke the handle, which is right here. This is the same plug. I cut it right off because I don't know what I'm going to need to do to make full correction here. I'm hoping I can keep the plug, undo the pins, pull the wires out. Then I can go into this plug and unpin the wires that I need, peel this back, cut it back, and solder in a new section of wire and slip the pin in there and lock it in. This power wire here won't stay in because the clip is broken off of it, so it's not locking when it goes in. So when you push this terminal on, you can see this little box on the back of the terminal? There should be a little pin sticking up so that when it goes in, it locks. Well, that pin that locks it in is not on the terminal anymore. So when you push this in to the blade, it pushes it out. So then you have a non-contact. So that's got to be fixed. So what I did was this TIPM module, which is not just, some people call it a fuse panel, but it's more than that. This is full of circuit boards. And quite a few of the Dodge Caravans we went to, the lid was wide open. So because we have no history of the vehicle we're harvesting from, we have no idea if this even works. We don't know. So we got 2 of them. And we picked 2 of them from a couple of really clean vans. The lid was still on, so everything was safe. None of the clips are broken. And this was the one I think that was really, really clean. It was impressively clean. But again, we're harvesting at a U-pull-it. Nobody can tell you whether the vans came in running or not. So you're on your own. So it's really, really clean. The seal is good. The hinges aren't broken. And this is what I really liked. This main terminal is absolutely spotless. It's not corroded. And how many of them we looked at where this was green corroded? So this one to me is a really good contender. It's the one I'm going to install. That's why I cut the harness back, because I may end up having to solder all these wires into that harness and bypass this plug to be this plug. I'm hoping not. But if it goes that way, I've got enough wiring and enough wiring here that I can cut it back, take it out, and then splice all the wires, solder, shrink tube tape, and put it all together. So this is the one that's coming out. It's definitely got problems. The lid is broken. The seal is not right. You can see somewhere here there's damage, like somebody pried the lid open, and here as well. And these lids are meant to be watertight, and that's why this is another computer. There's a BCM body control module that communicates with this, and then down in there on the bottom, which we harvested as well, is we decided to grab a power control module as well. And this came, one of these TIPMs, TIPM, came out of a van that was actually salvageable. It was very well rust-proofed. This is the PCM. It's not rusted, but what got me excited when I got it out was this is an updated power control module. So it's had authorized software update. That's what this tag is. And the code on here will be the new software update. It was purchased and installed at a Huntsville Daimler Chrysler dealer. So this module is in really, really impressive condition. So that's why we scooped this, because we still don't know, do we have problems with the PCM? I know we have problems here, but will we have problems here? So we're out in the baking sun, and you'll see that on the first portion of the video, frying out there. Yeah, it was hot. let me tell you, there was nobody coming around at a golf court. Beverage, would you like to sit in the shade for a moment? Ice pack? No. Denied. So we scooped what we needed and a couple other trinkets to go on the van at the same time, but now we've got our components. Now we can begin the process of bringing Vanna White back to life. We're breathing some life back in it. It cost a couple of $100, but this unit here alone from the dealer is $1,800. So that's why it costs $40 plus $15 for the core. They want the old one back, so they can have it back. $15. They want $15 to return that. So, but at the yard we were at, the U-Pull-It yard, they don't give you money back. They give you a store credit. That's how they work. So we had enough minivans. I knew we would have enough minivans there to find what we really needed, and we did. If we'd have gone to a smaller yard, chances are we wouldn't have had as much variety to pick from. We had a pretty good variety out there, and I feel that we've come away with some really good pieces that'll get this van back on the road for years to come. So till next time, thanks for stopping by. It's time for a cold cup of water, that's for sure. We've been out in the sun for hours and we just got back, so we're gonna get this video put together and loaded up for you so that you can see it. And the next time you see it, the next video on Vanna, it's gonna be running. It's gonna be running, absolutely. So stick around for the grand finale. Will Vanna White run the streets of Stevensville again? Yes, I believe so. So don't forget to like, follow us, and visit the posts we put up on YouTube, as well as like and follow us on Facebook. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're notified when new videos come out every single week. And like and share us as well, and give us a thumbs up. One of these. Give us a thumbs up. Hey, and leave us a comment. You know, have you ever had to resurrect your own car? Even though it might have not been worth what the repair was going to be, but it's paid for? Yeah, let us know. Put something in the comments. And hey, when was the last time you went harvesting for parts on a 90-degree sunny day in the wrecking yard? Yeah, we pulled it all right. We pulled it off because nobody's coming to check to see if you're okay, but we weren't battling any crowds. And check us out on Stevensville on the web, because you'll see posts there that you won't find anywhere else. We'll see you next time. Keep it under 100 and put that coffee on, because we're going to come to your house. Well, thank you for stopping by the Car Connection Workshop right here on YouTube. Don't forget to come back and join us for another segment. So like, share, tag, and follow, and ding that bell so that you don't miss a single edition of Car Connection. So till next time, keep it under 100 and put the coffee on, because we're coming to your house.